Hello everyone. Today we will discuss an important topic in histology and cytology, known as special light microscopy. In routine laboratory work, we often use the conventional bright field microscope, but many biological specimens cannot be studied properly with this instrument alone. Some cells are transparent, some are living and unstained, and others contain structures that require specialized optical techniques to visualize. Therefore, scientists have developed several modified microscopic methods that enhance contrast and reveal structures that would otherwise remain invisible. Let us understand how these special microscopes work and why they are so important in biological and medical research. To begin with, we should recall the basic function of a microscope. It produces magnified visual or photographic images of objects too small to see. A basic light microscope has three essential elements: a light source, condenser to focus illumination, and an objective lens to collect the image. Light travels from the source, passes through the specimen, and is collected and magnified by the objective before reaching the eyepiece or camera. Resolution depends on wavelength and numerical aperture. Contrast depends on differences in how structures bend, absorb, or shift the phase of light. Many biological samples are nearly transparent. They change phase rather than intensity, so bright field cannot reveal them well without staining. Special techniques manipulate illumination, phase, polarization, or fluorescence to convert subtle optical differences into visible image contrast. Next, we will examine three widely used approaches: phase contrast, differential interference contrast, and fluorescence microscopy. Phase contrast microscopy converts phase shifts in light passing through transparent specimens into amplitude differences that the eye can see. An annular diaphragm and a matching phase ring in the objective create constructive and destructive interference, outlining cell edges and internal structures. Phase contrast excels for live unstained cells, revealing organelles and motility with high contrast, but can produce halo artifacts around features. Differential interference contrast uses polarized light and Wollaston prisms to split and recombine beams, producing a pseudo three-dimensional relief effect. DIC enhances gradients and optical path length, giving crisp, shadowed images of membranes and fine structures without staining. Both phase contrast and DIC require careful alignment and dedicated condensers and objectives designed for their optical elements. Fluorescence microscopy detects light emitted by fluorophores that absorb one wavelength and emit another at a longer wavelength. In epifluorescence, excitation light hits the sample through the objective, and emitted light is separated by dichroic mirrors and filters. Fluorophores can be intrinsic or introduced via stains, antibodies, or genetically encoded fluorescent proteins to tag specific molecules. Using multiple filters and cameras, distinct channels are captured and combined to reveal localization, co-localization, and dynamics in color. Confocal and other advanced systems and optical sectioning, rejecting out-of-focus light for sharper three-dimensional reconstructions. Careful choice of dyes, excitation power, and exposure prevents photo-bleaching and phototoxicity when imaging living specimens. Choosing the right modality depends on sample type and question. Live dynamics favor phase or DIC. Molecular localization favors fluorescence. Combine techniques. Use phase contrast for context, then fluorescence for molecular specificity. Overlays clarify structural relationships. Calibration, alignment, and proper optical filters improve image fidelity. Routine maintenance keeps condensers and objectives performing optimally. Interpret images carefully. Contrast methods emphasize different physical properties, so correlate observations with controls and complementary stains. Special light microscopy has transformed cell biology, histology, and medical diagnostics by revealing structures once invisible to standard bright field microscopy. Thank you for watching. Explore these methods hands-on, consult instrument manuals, and collaborate with imaging cores to unlock hidden detail. And that wraps up today's topic. If this explanation helped you understand the concept more clearly, make sure to like the video and subscribe to this channel for more simplified lab technology and radiology lessons powered by AI. We break down complex subjects in hematology, biochemistry, microbiology, pathology, X-ray, Connecticut MRI, and diagnostic imaging step by step, so you don't just memorize, you truly understand. If you have any questions or want a specific topic covered, drop it in the comments below. Until the next video, keep learning smart, keep thinking critically, and keep mastering diagnostics.